Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode here on our Minecraft server. And as you can see, I am hanging out a little bit in the AFK vine farm that we put together in last week's episode, mainly because, well, it's getting closer to the time where we will need to start using the goods that can be harvested from this farm. But it's about, done out to the point where I can't get too much more out of it. So we're just going to clip the remainder of these vines here and then move on to something a little bit different. So I've been looking into a couple of different things, a lot, the past couple of days, because, well, there are certain things about Minecraft, and not like everything, but there are certain things that I wish were just a little bit different. And the awesome thing is that a lot of those things you can kind of turn into your own reality by the use of data packs and mods. And so I, today, am going to apply 5 of my most favorite mods or resource packs from Vanilla Tweaks over here onto the Minecraft server. And I'm going to walk you through that process as I go ahead and do it, and you're actually going to learn which server domain I use. As I don't run it off my personal computer, it's not that powerful. But through the domain that I use, there's a way that I figured out how to add these resource packs over. So I'm going to walk you through adding those 5 resource packs. We'll have a brief look at them. And then, well, that's the main focus of today's video. So if you enjoy videos like this, feel free to give me a thumbs up or a like on the video, because that really does help me out quite a bit in determining the type of things that you like to see with these series on my server, the other ones that I'm working on, and the likes. As well as, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We are coming up on our 1-year channel anniversary, and hopefully we can hit the milestone that I have in mind by the time we get there. It's actually going to be this upcoming Monday, and a very special video coming your way. Not a Minecraft video, but one that I'm confident that you'll enjoy nonetheless. But let's go ahead and jump into adding these data packs and resource packs over to the game. And I would sleep, but this is probably going to take us a minute, and it very well may be daylight normally once we're done. So I'm going to camp over here in the corner just in case an Enderman shows up, because I don't want to accidentally look at him while I'm away. So, clicking away from the game real quick, you'll see that I have a couple of data packs here. And you'll notice that there are actually 6 listed here, but one of them is not from Vanilla Tweaks. And we'll get into that in just a little bit. But the on the right, you'll see that I have my Minehut domain listed up here, and there's actually the list of information that we can use to put together or activate the data packs over here. So this is from a testing server that I had put together, and we're going to go ahead and integrate these over and then put them to use once we have them in. So the first data pack that we are going to add in is going to be this one. It's the Armor Statues data pack. Now, I have absolutely no practice with this, but the implications of it are so cool and awesome that I want to be able to start experimenting with it. If you're not familiar with what this Armor Statues data pack will do, go watch content by Zombie Cleo, as she is an absolute goddess in terms of what she pulls off or can pull off with this information, or with this data pack here. Alright, so I just copied over all of the files that we should need for this. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and see if we can get this book to work. It doesn't really matter what you write in this page. And we'll sign it. Sign and close. And look at that. It actually works. Oh, that is so good. I was very nervous because I wasn't sure if that was going to function at all. But all it took was copying over the files, and you saw a very sped up version of that. If you want a full walkthrough of it, I can be sure to do so. But that will allow this, this mod, as well as all of the other ones, to work with what we're aiming to do. So let's go ahead and move this over here. For safekeeping, and we will come back to that. Now what we need to do is come back over here to the corner and start working on the next one. So armor statues, we'll get into that. I'm really just, all I'm going to do with the testing on that one is just making sure that it worked. And we do have the book, which is awesome, which is great. So we'll probably explore that again at some point in the future. Now the next one should be a little bit easier, as this is just the durability ping. It shouldn't be as intensive as the next one is. But to do this one, we're going to need to add in... Let's see. So we have the armor statues one here. So let's go ahead and name this one the ability ping. And this is another one that you can get through the vanilla tweaks there. So durability ping. Now this one has its own use, and there's another one here. This one's not the durability HUD. This one is not provided through vanilla tweaks, but I like the functionality of this one a little bit better, and we'll get into that in just a bit. But for now, let me get the durability ping put together. All right, so that one's done, and each time you make these adjustments, you have to reload the server. Since my server doesn't reload as easy, I end up force stopping it. But what we need to do here, we've got some sticks on hand, so let's grab ourselves, or craft ourselves some planks, I suppose. Apparently I didn't actually put that in my inventory. I do that all the time. But now we can get ourselves some planks and make ourselves a little wooden hoe. And this one isn't going to do anything super impressive until we get down to a certain durability level. It's about 2% durability. That if you watch the top right-hand corner of the screen, right there. Tool durability low, and then, well, if it breaks, you're just so out of luck. But one thing that I did notice about this one is it has not yet been updated to include netherite tools, which is part of the reason why I prefer the HUD a little bit more. Not because the HUD doesn't give me a ping or a ring out like that when my tool is in danger of breaking, but instead it would display right above my toolbar the current durability of the tool in question, which I tested that on one of my testing servers. That does indicate a little bit better as to how your tool is doing, and it does give very clear warnings as to when it's reached its low point. But the ping itself, that's actually quite nice, and now we have that added here, so that will be quite beneficial. So let's tuck our heads back into the corner here and get working on the next one, which is going to be a very large, very large file, which is everyone's favorite, more mob heads. And oh boy, is this going to drive me insane, because there's going to be a lot of data to come out of this one. But it's going to be very rewarding once it's all said and done. So let's get the files copied over here. As you can see, there's 190 of them that I've got to copy over. So this is going to be fun. All right, so now that all of that work is done, we should have the more mob heads mod added in here. And there are a couple of ways that we can test this, as there are a select few mobs that have a 100% chance to drop a head. And a sheep's not one of them, but maybe we can get that 2% chance and get lucky. Nope, that's just wool. What about your buddy over here? Nope to that as well. Chickens have a relatively low chance. Let's see if we get lucky here. Nope. So we're gonna keep looking. There's a couple of mobs I have in mind that would specifically be really good for this. It's not horses, thankfully. I mean, not that I'm above killing horses, but I'd like to not have to where at all possible. What about this pig? Nope. Do we have... Let's use our looting sword, as that might be a little bit better. And we can also get some cooked pork out of the mix. And right over here, I hate to do it, but I've just run across one mob that gives us a 100% chance of a head, and that is our little bee buddy. I don't like killing bees, but if the mob head design gives us a 100% chance to collect, then, well, that's what we're going to do. So, Angry Beehead. That is confirmation that our next addition to the mod here is indeed working. And hopefully we won't have to chase down too many other bees. Also, I'm really liking Optifine. Really liking Optifine. And if you don't have experience using it, well, I highly suggest that you do. But we have now sufficiently tested that to showcase that this one is working as well. And thankfully we didn't have to run too far away. Though I did get a little bit turned around here. No matter, we are within a short flight of home, which will allow us to start work on the next two. Now these ones are significantly smaller, but I'm very happy about what they allow you to do or what it brings to the table. So let's pop into our corner again. And here you'll see that there are two smaller vanilla tweaks listed here. Now if we pop into this one is going to be the universal dyeing. And this one's going to be really nice because this will allow you to recolor items that you otherwise would not be able to. Honestly, I think that this should be a base function of the game, but let's go about getting this one added in. So probably the most important thing or the best thing that I like about this particular resource pack is in regards to the terracotta, because most other things you can dye exactly the way that you want to, and I should probably break some of these down for dye before I do this. But previously, really the only one that you could color was just the standard terracotta, which is all well and fine. But what if you color it to the blue color, and then you all of a sudden decide, uh-oh, I really needed that in a different color instead. Well, now I can just immediately change it over to yellow. And it just works exactly the way that I need it to. Or you can just re-dye or recolor anything exactly over to whatever your heart desires, which really it just makes me very happy, because now you don't have to go through endless amounts of pain and trouble trying to track down standard terracotta that you can re-dye. And this goes for glass, this goes for terracotta of the stained variety, glass panes, concrete powder. I mean, there's just so many things that you can recolor without any issue or trouble. Let's recolor this yellow stuff again to pink, because we can. And there you go. Just like that, we've got the ability to recolor just about anything that we want, where previously you dyed that terracotta once and you're stuck with what you got. So as it turns out, the note block one doesn't seem to be compatible with 1.16 as of yet, but the overall reason that I like this one, and hope that it gets fixed relatively soon, is that typically as you cycle through the notes of a note block, you have these color coordinated notes that pop up here above, which is all well and good, but what this resource pack does is it will actually put a label on the note block that identifies to you what note it's playing and what key the note's playing and all of that, which is a little bit unfortunate that it's not currently working in this version of the game, but again, hopefully it will update to a point where it's a little more usable and user-friendly. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. So if you enjoyed today's video, please feel free to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. And let me know in the comments what resource packs, data packs, and other non-mandatory updates you enjoy. And I'm gonna keep cutting some vines here so we can make some progress on the castle build. So until then, thanks again for watching, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.